Hi friends, in this video I am going to give you a foolproof plan for the prelims 2023. Guys, if you follow this plan, you will definitely be able to optimize your effort and you will definitely succeed in the prelims examination 2023. Guys, in my experience of preparing for the civil services examination, I have taken 6 times prelims and I was able to crack the exam 6 times. So I can tell you from my experience what actually matters in the UPSC preparation is your plan. If your plan is faulty, even after years of hard work, you might not be able to crack this exam because the syllabus of this examination is very vast and most of the candidates who fail to crack the prelims examination even after 1 year of hard work or 2 years of hard work is not because they are not putting in efforts. It is because they do not have the right planning for this examination. In this video, I am going to give you the right plan which will help you to optimize your effort in the next 6 months. Guys, you can see here I have scored one of the highest marks in the prelims examination, not just once but consistently I have scored very high marks in the prelims examination. So you can easily rely on this strategy, guys, because it has helped me to crack the 6 prelims. Guys, what I have done is that I have divided the prelims 2023 preparation into 2 parts: preparation of the static subject and preparation of the current affairs subject. Guys, here my focus is basically giving you a revision plan. Okay, so I am assuming that you are reading current affairs, whether it is newspapers or following some current affairs initiatives daily or reading monthly magazines, and I am assuming that one reading of all the important subjects, whereas polity, economy, geography, environment, etc., etc., you have already done. So this is the assumption. This is the assumption I am assuming. Okay, that whoever is watching this video, okay, and is aiming at prelims 2023, and he is in the month of December 2022, so he has already read at least one reading of all the NCERTs and all the standard books. Okay, so this video is for them. Okay, if you follow this strategy of revision for the next 6 months, you will definitely crack the prelims examination 2023. So what I have done is that I have divided this into static part and the current part. Okay, so static part, what you need to do is I have divided static subjects into also 2 parts. Okay, one part which you need to do before February 2023, means between December and January, and one part which you need to do, okay, after February 2023. I am going to explain this, what exactly this plan is. Okay, so first let me explain you why I have selected these 3 subjects, okay, which you need to do in the month of December and in the month of January. Okay, because guys, if you see the subject polity, economy and environment, okay, consistently if you analyze the previous year questions, okay, consistently around 15 questions, approximately 15 questions, sometimes it is 17, sometimes it is 18, sometimes even 20, okay, and sometimes it is 12 also. Okay, so I am taking an approx 15 questions, okay, comes from polity, 15 question comes from economy, and around 15 questions come from environment, which is around 45 questions, and you will agree to me, that if these 3 subjects prepared properly, okay, most of the questions you can easily solve in the exam hall. I am telling you from my experience, I have not made a single question mistake from polity, economy and environment. Sometimes environment might be, when it is very current, I might have missed, but mostly I have scored all the questions correctly from these 3 subjects, because these 3 subjects, I would say that they are very conceptual in nature. And if you see, if you have read the standard sources, which is Lakshmikant, okay, or for economy any standard source you have read, and environment you have read the Shankar IAS book or any other book also standard source, okay, you will be able to solve all the questions which come in the examination. I am not including here the current questions of environment, because in environment some current questions also come. I have a strategy for that also, which I will discuss in this video only. So around 45 questions you see comes from this section. Okay, this is the most high yielding section, most high yielding subjects in the UPSC prelims examination. Okay, so what you need to do is that in the month of December and in the month of January, okay, so you have around 60 days, So in next 60 days, what you can do is that you can prepare the NCERTs and you can prepare the standard book of polity, which is Lakshmikant. Similarly, you can prepare the NCERTs of economy and the standard book of the economy, whatever book you are referring. Okay. And similarly, from environment, you need to read the NCERTs, class 12th bio chapter. There are 3-4 chapters of environment, and whatever environment book you are reading Shankar IAS or you're reading any other book, you can read that. Okay, in next 60 days. Okay, why I have selected these 3 subjects? Because December and January is also a month where you can read your mains part. You can read your mains part. So if you'll see, okay, with polity you can do general studies paper 2, with economy you can do general studies paper 3, and in general studies paper 3 you will have environment also. You will have environment also, economy and environment. So if you read these 3 subjects, in the next 2 months, okay, December and January, if you read these 3 subjects in the next 2 months, December and January, then at least 45 questions, which is around 50% of the paper, will be prepared as far as prelims. And you will be able to also prepare general studies paper 2, a major chunk, and general studies paper 3, a major chunk, because apart from general studies paper 2 and general studies paper 3 for the mains, you have general studies paper 4, which is completely different paper, and you have general studies paper 1, okay, which I will also come, okay, just I'll discuss that also. Okay, so the point is that along with these, okay, these 3 subjects, okay, how to prepare these 3 subjects, how to integrate test, I will make another video for that. In this I am just giving you the sequence of the study which you should have, which will basically help you to optimize your effort. Okay, so what you do till January end, you achieve this target, okay, and you continue reading current affairs, whatever current affairs initiative you are following, just continue reading it daily or continue reading the monthly magazines. Okay, after February, what will happen? Okay, from February, okay, till May, okay, you will have around 120 days. Okay, so you will have to start revising. Okay, so that time what will happen? Why I have not included history? Why I have not included art and culture? Why I have not included geography and agriculture here? Because if I include everything, that you need to study everything in 2 months, what will happen? That your quality of study will decrease. And these subjects, what you can do is that when you start, okay, revision from the month of February, that time these subjects, history, art and culture, geography and agriculture, you can do along with current affairs. Okay, so you can say, sir, history generally, okay, current affairs are not, okay, that important. Okay, so but why I have kept history, okay, after February? Because guys, in my experience, okay, history, okay, if you study history more near the exam, okay, because history is like you have to memorize a lot, okay, particularly in art and culture, which is very challenging. The more you read art and culture near the exam, okay, the higher the tendency, okay, higher the probability is that you might be able to solve it. If you read art and culture 1 year before the exam, I can challenge you, before the exam you will forget all art and culture. Okay, so my approach was that, okay, in the last 3 months or last 4 months, I will focus on the subjects which are basically, okay, where I need to memorize more and I need to, okay, use my memory. If you see polity, economy and environment, I don't need to like memorize more, because these are very analytical subjects, and if they done properly without revision also, I can go and I can solve all the question correctly. But if history I don't revise it before the exam properly, if art and culture I don't revise before the exam properly, okay, I will not be able to solve. Okay, and why I have kept geography and agriculture after February? Because see, geography, if you see, most of the questions which are coming in geography are really like mostly current oriented, which you can do here. When we start from the February, the revision plan you can do from there. And agriculture also, if you see, most of the questions are what, current oriented. Okay, traditional agriculture or traditional geography are not coming in the exam. Okay, traditional geography means, okay, questions from geomorphology, questions from climatology, questions from oceanography don't come in exam. Only sometimes, okay, 1 or 2 question comes regarding ocean currents or atmosphere, very few, but most of the questions you see in geography are application based, current oriented based. So after February, okay, what you do is that you have to start subject wise revision. subject wise revision which will incorporate both current affairs and static. Okay, so what you do from February, okay, from February 2023, you make a plan. Okay, not you make a plan, basically I will come with a plan, a detailed day wise plan, where I will start again. I'll start again with a revision, and that plan I will start with history. I'll start with the history, okay, revision plan with history. So that, okay, because you have not read history, okay, in the December and January, so I'll start with the history. You start with the history, and here what you do, along with the history, like whatever books you are reading, you read the current affairs compilation also. Okay, you read with the current affairs compilation also. So what you do now, if you read, okay, history, then you see geography, okay, then agriculture, okay, then again polity, again economy, okay, again environment. Okay, so here again you have to read the current affairs of the subject, respective current affairs of the subject. Okay, so what will happen is that, okay, you are revising these subjects which are the high yielding subjects, you are revising 2 times, because these are the high yielding subjects. Because history, whatever you read, art and culture, whatever you read, there is a high tendency that you might get it wrong in the exam, because UPSC is deliberately putting very tough questions in art and culture and history. Okay, if you put more and more time into an area which is not going to give you very high marks, that is not the right strategy, guys. I believe that is not the right strategy. Okay, if you really want to optimize your effort, then you need to put effort where you are definite or most of them right. Okay, so what will happen if you follow this strategy, you can revise these 3 subjects, which is the polity, economy and environment, okay, at least 1 time more than these subjects, at least 1 time more than these subjects. Okay, and you read IR, okay, you read IR and you read government schemes, okay, along with current affairs. Why? Because if you see, most of the questions which come in the IR section, most of the questions which comes in the governance sections, which is basically the schemes, etc., etc., they are generally current affairs oriented. So if you prepare it now in the month of December, it does not make any sense. Or if you prepare this in the month of January, it does not make any sense, because for these subjects, okay, the current affairs compilation which I will come out with, that will be more than enough. That will be more than enough. Okay, guys. So this should be your strategy. Okay, before February, okay, you can see here, before February, try to cover these subjects, the static part. Okay, read NCRTs, read Lakshmikant, read NCRT for economy and any traditional book whichever you are referring. Okay, here economy, I would like to tell you, many of you are not reading NCRTs. Okay, please read the NCRTs. Last year that question of need is directly based on the concept, okay, which is explained in the NCRTs, which many of you have got it wrong. So don't ignore the NCRTs, read the NCRTs. Even for the environment also, many people don't read the NCRT, that bio part. Please read the NCRT and read the standard book also. Okay, and when you start revision, okay, this is like this. Okay, after February, okay, after February, okay, from February I am coming out with a revision timetable which is subject wise, which includes current affairs also, subject wise which includes current affairs also. Okay, that time you read, okay, this history, art and culture, geography and agriculture, integrating with the current affairs, integrating with the current affairs. Okay, because if you put a lot of time in art and culture, if you put a lot of time in history, or if you put a lot of time in geography, okay, in the end, in the exam, if you see what marks you are getting out of geography, what marks you are getting out of history, what marks you are getting out of art and culture, is relatively less than these 3 subjects. Okay, so that is a sequence which will give you highest return. Okay, this plan I am giving for people who have a doubt that, okay, who have not cleared prelims in their previous attempts. So this plan will definitely give them an edge over others, because this will basically help them maximize their marks in the certain sections, because the polity, economy and environment is a very certain section. If you really prepare it very well, you will definitely score very high. Okay, particularly, okay, polity and economy, I can tell you, you can get 30 out of 30 correct if you really conceptually, if you are really very strong. Okay, and how to basically read these books, okay, I am going to come out with videos how you have to integrate tests and all. I am going to come out with another video. So this was just to tell you how should you sequence your subjects, how should you sequence your subject. So in in like to sum up, okay, to sum up, I would like to tell you that let me just erase this all. To sum up, what you need to do is that from December 22 to January 23, okay, read polity, read economy, read environment, okay, cover this properly. Along with that, you can cover the mains part of polity, mains part of economy, mains part of environment, which is basically GS paper 2 and GS paper 3. Okay, from the month of February 23, I am coming out with a, okay, revision plan. Revision plan. This plan is called Optima plan. Okay, this revision, here you have to read both the static and you have to read current. Okay, in an integrated manner. In an integrated manner. So that time, okay, that time you cover these subjects also, and you cover history, okay, you cover geography, and you cover agriculture, you cover IR, you cover schemes, okay, that time, because these schemes, IR, geography, mostly they are current oriented. History, I agree that this is static, but that also you should prepare as close to the examination, so there is a high tendency that you will remember them inside the exam hall. Guys, if you like this strategy, please hit the like button, please subscribe the channel, and please share this with your friends. Why I am making these videos, guys? Because I see every year lot of aspirants, they are struggling with the prelims. They are struggling with the prelims and they are not able to crack prelims even after years. Guys, I can tell you the real exam is the mains exam. Okay, if you are not able to crack prelims, actually you are not writing the UPSC exam. In my experience, because I have written mains examination 6 times, okay, 6 out of my 6 attempts I have written mains examination, I can tell you the real exam is the mains exam. Okay, so if you are not getting an opportunity to write the mains exam, then all your efforts are going down the drain. Okay, so guys, take the prelims examination very sincerely. I can tell you, if you really stick to this plan, okay, and execute this plan, because many of you will this plan, okay, many of you will watch this plan, but I know, okay, there will be very few who are action takers, who will implement this plan. Okay, so just remember, having a plan is good, but executing that plan is super. Okay, so thank you guys, bye bye, take care.